let's put a front end together. All right, guys, welcome back. Friday morning here. Gonna get started on the 42 chop top. Done some shorts on this guy. This is a 42 chop top Ford. My buddy bought it. I went and picked it up for him. The chop was already done. It looks super good, super clean. Can't say so much for the floors in it. We were just gonna put the transmission tunnel in here, but as we got working on it, we realized that no bueno. The floors were all held together with pop rivets and silicone, and everything was rusty, so getting new floors put in it now to go along with the frame I built. Parallel 4-link panhard bar, Alden coilovers, disc brakes, 9-inch. Said I built the frame, all the bracketry, all that fun stuff. Same thing up here. It's got a Speedway drop spindle front end. That's what all the disc brake parts are for. I'm going to get that set up so I can get the steering kind of figured out, and then we'll get the grill set on here. Should make some horsepower. He had it all polished up, so I'm trying to keep it as clean as possible, as clean as I can inside the fab shop here. Kind of making a mess of things, but that's normal. Cool. Let's get a front end put together. All right, guys, that wasn't too bad. Got the front end on here. Disc brakes, spindles, steering, all that stuff is attached and finalized now. I was able to sneak the steering under the frame here, which I didn't think I was going to be able to do. It is close, but this style front end is not going to have a lot of up and down travel. If it does give us contact issues, or we think it's going to, I'll put a half moon notch in there, and we'll plate it, strengthen it all back up. So that clears me for this. So this is our grill shell here. Gonna sit-ish like that. Now John wants, the customer wants some layback on that grill. I'm not sure that's enough yet. The grill shell is sitting just a hair higher than the cab. So I also want to keep good ground clearance up front here. So I think it's going to go down about another inch and then back some more. The radiator sits over the top of this gusset for the front end, and then it'll sit straight up and down, so it'll be tucked up in the top here, but gives it a pretty mean look. Like I said, I want this grill shell to be level with the cowl. And as you can see, it's hard in the video, but we're about level with the carb plates, and then the top of the cowl is right here below the carb plate. So I've got to come down that much plus lean it back. So I'm going to fiddle with that here, see what we can do. Probably going to build one big bracket that mounts here, give us some angled design, something of this nature to come up, and then that'll encapsulate the radiator up in here. And then I'll probably put a couple little tabs off of it maybe to hit this. The radiator is laying over here. I did have to modify it. Got to finish welding it up, but I did have to notch it to go over that front end plate, just to keep everything short, keep everything proportional. Don't want the nose sticking out 10 feet. Trying to keep it as compact as possible. And obviously it's gonna be a short little truck as it is, so, but that's the plan. That's what we're gonna do the rest of the day, I think. So, well, the rest of the day till we're done with it. Then we'll get into something else. All right, let's get after it. Man, that thing has made stuff so much easier in here. My buddy Chris owns it actually, and he didn't have anywhere to run it. So we put it here, and I've been using it, man. It's much better than doing all this by hand. So I'll get these cut out and show you what we got. Hot plate, hot plate. Got this goofy looking thing right here, which if you walk over here, is our radiator slash grill mount. Had some old spacers that came off of something, extras off of a project from somewhere. So put them in the lathe and turned them down. I'll get this one cleaned up, get it bolted in and drill our holes in the radiator brackets right there. We'll kind of get stuff squared up and make sure it all lines up. All right, guys, little detour, going to the garbage can. Well, and to the upholstery shop to pick up a little Bronco 2, and then to go get some steel. So let's take a road trip. Well guys, I feel like the shop's a mess and nothing got accomplished today. Shouldn't say nothing, but kind of how I feel. Got this nice bracket made up here. Some old, like I said, bushings that were off of an old project. We just turned them down so they're the right thickness. Kind of got a little angle on that bracket there so it tapers in to fit the grill, but She's not going anywhere. Not going anywhere. Did get the front end on, got it all assembled, so getting closer, getting closer. Came and dropped off the wheels. They look good. Nice and deep on the back. We'll get the bed rails, which are an old Model A set of bed rails. Get that built up here. Get a box built around it so we can mount that guy in there. Still got the floors to do. Like you guys saw, we picked up the Bronco EU. It's not so much the Bronco EU anymore, it's the Bronco Cool. I think it looks really good. I don't know if it still does or if you guys can even see it, but thing almost looks black sitting here right now. Super crazy. That color's got a nice flop to it. When it's in the sun, it's almost like a gray blue, and then it gets that kind of a darker blue color in the overcast, and then at night it's going to turn black. It's going to be sick. Can't wait to get that thing done. Yeah, just going to keep trucking on this. I did pick up a sheet of steel to do the floor and all the bracing for the floor and the bed. So get that going. Pretty much done with the fabrication work. Really, other than that, get the bracket welded on there. I'll get that all taken back out so I can finish welding the radiator up, since I had to modify that to make it fit. No big deal there. It'll probably come back at some point, I'm thinking, for steering. Maybe he'll do it, I'm not sure. Headlights, stuff like that. I'm not sure how much they're going to tackle once the heavy fabrication stuff's done, but it's getting there. Looking pretty good, looking pretty good. So we'll keep trucking here, see what else we can do. And until next time, guys, keep building awesome stuff. See you later.